Hello, I'm Rachel Wade, Strategic HR Consultant and Coach. And I was working with one of my coaching clients last night. She's a HR manager, and been working together for a little while now. And it was becoming quite clear that she was having some frustrations, and it became apparent to me that quite often a lot of us feel this. Because we wake up every day with the unknown. We have some idea what might happen, but as far as the big picture in life, that can be pretty much unknown, and we get bits of information as time goes on. So and we can never predict what that information is going to be and where it needs to be sometimes. And so they got me to think how much life is a jigsaw puzzle in essence. It can feel like a giant jigsaw puzzle with interlocking challenges that come as in segments. Sometimes those segments come all at once, and we struggle to make sense of a multitude of jagged, edged pieces that don't seem to fit together, and it's tempting us to give up, and we view what's happening as hopeless and impossible to resolve. So definitely life can feel like that jigsaw that's given us a lot of challenge. So, it's important to remember that when we look at pieces of life and we're confronted with problems in life, it's a good idea to sort through all of the pieces and look at them head on. Often we try to push a problem aside and save them for another day. But instead, I would suggest that you turn them over and face whatever those problems or information that's being presented you, and start taking that inventory and either writing some notes down, or whether you take that internally or mentally, that you understand the information that's being presented to you and where that might need to fit in the jigsaw of life. So it's important that we need to focus on the information that comes forward to us, and then we can begin processing creative solutions, because again, it's different for everybody depending on the next pieces of information or what presents to us to ourselves. So definitely life can feel like that jigsaw, and it can be very frustrating. So it's important that we understand that we can be challenged, but to trust that the information will come to us at the right time. I also would suggest that people see the bigger picture, because quite often we can become too focused on that one bit of information or part of our life that doesn't quite fit, and we can become really obsessed and focused on that. So it's important that we look at the bigger picture, and inevitably the pieces will come together, and you will move forward. So we don't unfortunately have, so I don't know if you do jigsaws, but quite often jigsaws come with the picture of what it's supposed to look like. Well, life doesn't come with that. It's up to us to create the life that we choose, and receive information and put it in the appropriate place at the appropriate time. So it's important to try not to force a piece that doesn't fit. And I think we've done this in our lives. I know I have, probably in certain aspects, whether that be something I think I want right now in my life and it's not, doesn't seem to be gelling, or in a relationship sense. So the perfect fit will be there on the right time. So it's important that we have a closer inspection on what that information is, and what seemed right is maybe a misfit. So again, the jagged edges in life will only fit together in a certain place at a certain time, and the same is true of life. Often we try to fill emptiness in our lives with something that isn't a right fit. That could be a job, a person, an activity, and it seems to fill what's missing, so we think. But as you try to incorporate that element into other areas, you can see that the fit is askew, and it causes more problems then. So whether you acknowledge it or not, We all have a puzzle to solve in life, and we can experiment with lots of ways to do that. But it's important, you know, my big piece of advice is to take a step back, look at the piece of information or what's presenting itself to you, and understand where that does or doesn't fit in your life, and take a considered approach, rather than forcing the issue or forcing that part to fit in your life where it's not appropriate to do that. So I hope that's helped. So often life does feel like a giant jigsaw puzzle. So try to have fun with it, I guess, like we used to when we were children. So I hope that's helped. I'd love to hear from any of you out there that have some similar experiences of feeling life's a bit of a puzzle. So get in touch. Thank you. Bye-bye.